I found out my girlfriend had another phone because of a food delivery notification, and I honestly wish I'd ignored it. We'd been together for almost 4 years, lived together for one, and I never had a reason to doubt her. One night while she was in the shower, a phone started vibrating somewhere in the apartment. I grabbed mine first, thinking it was mine, but the sound kept going. It wasn't coming from the living room or the kitchen. It was coming from the hall closet. I opened the door expecting to find an old tablet or something we'd forgotten about, but instead there was a phone tucked inside one of the shoes on the top shelf. The screen lit up before I even picked it up. A food delivery app thanked someone named Emma for placing another order. My girlfriend's name wasn't Emma. Before I could unlock it, the vibration stopped. I put it back exactly where I found it and acted like nothing happened. The entire night I kept asking myself the same question. Why would someone hide a phone inside a shoe? The next morning I casually asked if she'd ever gone by another name online. She laughed and asked where that question came from. I lied and blamed some random video I'd watched. She looked relieved for a split second before smiling again. That tiny expression bothered me more than the hidden phone. I couldn't stop thinking about it at work. By lunch I'd convinced myself she was cheating. By dinner I'd convinced myself I was overreacting. Then I got home and checked the closet again. The phone was gone. I never mentioned it. 2 days later it was back in the exact same shoe. This time I heard footsteps coming down the hallway, so I shut the closet just before she rounded the corner. She asked what I was doing. I told her I was looking for a flashlight. She stared at me for a second longer than normal before saying, "Did you find it?" I said yes even though we didn't own one. She nodded without correcting me. That answer should have ended the conversation, but instead she smiled, walked away, and moved the shoe to a different shelf later that night. She knew I'd been in there. I started noticing little things after that. She'd leave the apartment for exactly 20 minutes every Thursday evening. She always took the trash out herself, even if I offered. She never let me wash her car anymore. Every explanation sounded reasonable by itself, but together they felt rehearsed. A week later she forgot her regular phone at home. About an hour after she left, the hidden one started ringing again. This time the caller ID didn't show a name. It just said, "Don't answer if he's there." My hands actually started shaking. I wanted to pick up, but I froze. The call stopped. 10 seconds later another message appeared. He's asking if everything is ready for Saturday. Saturday was the day we'd planned to visit my parents. I spent the rest of the day convinced she'd been living a second life behind my back. When she got home, she immediately walked to the closet before even saying hello. The phone was gone again within seconds. She didn't know I'd watched her do it. I barely slept that night. The next morning I called in sick to work because I decided I was finally going to follow her. She left the apartment carrying